What's going on, Inklings and Inklets? Welcome to episode 2 of InkPod, the Inkcord Inkling Smash Ultimate podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Banter, as you know, SoCal Inkling.
I'm a lamb. Hello. I'm a best Inkling, Massachusetts. Though there's many, but yeah. I've been to Pound. I've been to a couple different majors. That's all there is to me.
What's up, y'all? It's BTD Goat. I'm based in Arizona, and right now I'm mostly go to just local tournaments around my university. I did not go to Genesis, but I did catch most of the sets with Inklings, so it's going to be an exciting episode for sure.
And we have a great special guest, my friend, one of the best Inklings in the world, the best Inkling in North America. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yep, I'm Colorado Wade. I'm from St. Louis. I was ranked second when I was actually competing there. I've been going to majors since 2021, since Riptide 2021, and I've had the best Inkling results in the States, and I'm one of the best Inkling players in the world. And yep.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yep, like one of the best Inklings. My personal favorite to watch. Just so aggressive.
True.
But yeah, today we're talking about Genesis X. It was a great tournament. I was there. Colorado was there. We roomed together. It was beautiful. The theater was beautiful. I'm sure Colorado could attest to that.
Yeah, it's really nice. I've been going to Genesis since Genesis 8, I think. But like after COVID, it was really cool. Especially top 8 was really cool. Going there every year.
Yeah, the theater, that was my first time going. Oh my god, it was beautiful. But other than that, there was two special top Inklings who went, which is Shiryuki and of course Colorado, and some other high level Inklings like Shrutik. And do you guys know anyone else? Any other Inklings?
Yeah, there's this guy that plays Inkling. His name is Banter. He's pretty good.
I think
or so I've heard.
You know, I did too. I didn't.
Up, bro. You're coming up.
I'm coming up. I'm on the come up. You know, I didn't do as good as them. But yeah, so Shiryuki went. So we could probably talk about Shiryuki and Shrutik's, and then mine slightly. And then Colorado could talk about his too.
Sure.
Okay, so
sure.
So I went 3-2. I didn't do too great. I went positive at least. That's what I wanted. Every major I've been improving. So like Double Down, I technically I wasn't an Inkling main at Double Down. I went 0-2. Then DreamHack San Diego went 2-2. Port 3-2. Genesis 3-2. But yeah, I placed like 500 something. So it wasn't
What
too
did your
bad.
bracket path look like?
So first round, I played an Incineroar, and I went Inkling game 1 and then Palutena game 2, just because I've been trying to practice Palutena. Second set, very, very interesting. I played an Inkling. I forget. Oh, I think he said he's from North Carolina. His tag is IBNK. He's really good. Really good. A little like slower paced, but like very good nonetheless. I lost that 2-1. He didn't have a round 1, so he had a bye round 1. So he was just waiting for me or the Incineroar. But yeah, he's another Inkling, I guess. And then yeah, so that brought me into losers. I think I had a DQ win, but I was seeded to beat that person anyways. And then I played a Japanese Sora, which is really cool. Like he was from Japan. I saw his stats. He went to like Umebora, Kaguribi. He didn't really speak any English, so that was really cool. Yeah, I beat him 2-0. He was really good, low key, but yeah, I won. And then after that, I played a SoCal Rob, who I played before because we're both from SoCal. His name is Oreo. He's really good. He's probably the best Rob in SoCal right now. But yeah, I lost to him, but it was pretty close game two. Um,
Did you
Tough
have
You
any
go
bracket.
Palu
state?
for that?
no, I went all. I want to learn the Rob matchup with Inkling, so I went all Inkling for that one.
Gotcha.
Thank goodness.
But yeah, so that's my path. Does anyone have the Genesis bracket up?
Yeah, I have the
Nice.
Dark GGG page right now.
Could you check Shrutix? So we could talk about Shrutix next.
Yeah,
There's a couple
good.
VODs up right now.
But yeah, that was my bracket path. I didn't do as good as I wanted, but I did get some really good experience.
How did the Rob set go?
It was so first game was pretty rough. I think he two stocked me. He got like one of those classic Rob zero to deaths. Second game I kind of woke up. It was like neck and neck literally until the end, and then he ended up getting it, clutching it out. But it was like it was a wake up call because it was like the first time ever against a good Rob that I was like, okay, I understand what I need to do. I need to anti-air him. I need to like just watch out for what he's looking for. Like I understood for the first time ever. So I was really happy about that. I do need to practice.
Really good here.
Yeah, I need to practice I need to practice my parries against Rob for sure though. That's the number one thing I learned.
Yeah.
You think so? I feel like parries are just a little bit too easy to work around for the person throwing out the aerials, throwing out the moves.
Do you think
There's a
so?
slight timing mix up.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Robs are like now good at like. Well, I feel like against Rob players, you can easily just parry nav and with Inkling, you just jab it for free, like every time.
Yeah.
That's how you like beat the move pretty much. And if they don't like do anything immediate, you can just grab them if they like shield or something or do an attack.
Yeah.
So
I typically try to punish the option after. I usually treat it a little bit like other safe aerials like Cloud Bear or Ike Nair, where I try to punish the option afterwards rather than trying to punish it outright. But parries, if the parry timing isn't that bad, I guess it does. It have like pretty slow startup. Is it a pretty telegraph move?
I feel like it's pretty easy to parry overall.
Yeah.
it's pretty easy to parry because you always parry like whenever Rob flips around and the final hitbox, you parry that.
Yeah.
It's really simple.
Yeah.
So I do have Strudix bracket pulled up right now.
Cool.
Yeah,
Do you want to
that.
explain that one?
Yeah.
Uh,
So he I don't know the first two people he played. He beat two people named Smog and Echoes 2-0. And he played Tavares, which is a really good Mario from I don't know where, but he beat him 2-1, which is pretty cool.
Tavares. Yeah. I've heard of him.
And then he lost to Taiki, the Japanese Sonic. I actually watched that set, I remember. And he lost 3-0. And then he lost to Grayson and Losers. Rob, let's go.
Another Rob. A Rob defeated
Another
two
Rob? Was that
Inklings.
Damn, I wish some of these were on stream. Shame.
I think the IK Strudix set was on stream, I believe. It
Yeah.
was a pretty good set, actually, even though it was a 3-0. I felt like you could definitely see the adaptations as the games went on.
Yep. I don't remember what happened, but I think it was kind of rough. But
Yeah. He got 97th, I believe. Is that right?
yeah, he did.
Yeah. Okay. And then Shiryuki. Does anyone know Shiryuki's path?
Yeah, I remember what he did. I remember he had to play Machu out of pools. Like in round 2 pools, he had to play, I think as a Rob player.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not all bad for Inkling versus Rob's tournament. And then he beat SkyJ 3-2, which I'm really happy about. Because I actually lost to SkyJ like a year and a half ago, so
Yeah.
I'm like, thank God. Because I think that match was really bad for Cineroar. Like you just can't, if it's Cineroar, you don't fight him and you'll just win.
True.
And then in top 64, I think he lost to T, which is interesting because I think they go back and forth in their own region, Japan, and they played once or twice at the pre-local, and Shiryuki actually took it from him. I guess it's Kazuya, I believe. And I think at Genesis, the actual set, the games were actually really close. I remember game 1 and 2 were really close, as far as I know. And then he lost to Orion in losers against Inkling Wolf.
Yeah, I remember that. He was in a French dimension, I think, in that set.
Yeah, that's really interesting because I think late in the day on Saturday there were the show matches, right? And I think Shiroyuki was matched up against Jackal, and that was actually a 3-0 in favor of Shiroyuki. So, a little interesting there.
Yeah, true. And I believe Shiroyuki actually got third at the pre-local.
Yeah, he did really good.
If I recall correctly. Yeah, he beat like Yauda. He beat, I think Raflo. He beat like a lot of good players. So I think overall, I'm really happy with how Shiroyuki did. I believe he got 33rd.
That's correct.
Yeah, 33rd.
33rd. Yeah. So I'm happy with, I'm happy with our boy over in Japan, Shiroyuki. He did great. We love you, Shiroyuki. But now it's the man of the hour. I'm really happy with how Colorado did. If you want to talk about your bracket path, Colorado.
Let me see. So I know that round 1 was a Kazuya. I kind of destroyed him. I'm not gonna lie. And then my round 2 was like a Pac-Man. I think I checked my bracket like right before I had to play him. The Pac-Man matchup for Inkling is pretty annoying if you don't know what you're doing. But I remember game 1 was like last hit, and I hit like an up smash. He did a rising fair out of shield, and I smashed him. And then game 2 went FD, and I beat him pretty solidly. My round 3 was against Pure Salt. I played him like a while ago at like the main stage Arcadian. If anyone remembers that, had a really big prize pool. I lost to him in the best of 3, but I destroyed him this time 2-0. And then I got to winner side round 2 pools, and then in round 2 pools I had to play Beast Mode Paul, which is an interesting matchup for Inkling. I remember playing him back at Gateway Legends in my own region. I think in May 2023. I lost like last set, I'm pretty sure, and I'm pretty happy I won this time. I did upload the set of my channel. Shout out to Banter actually recording the footage, but yeah, if anyone wants to watch that, you can go ahead and watch that. And then I had to fight Ataka Kisu. This is actually my first time fighting a Japanese player at a major before, and it was pretty interesting. I thought he was really good in neutral, especially. He actually knew like how to poke. I remember game 5, he was like going menu, and like I'll try to approach him. He always tried to like jab me, like in like mid stage, and I always got caught by it. I adapted. I remember game 5, but that set was really fun. I actually really like playing him. Now that I think about it, I'm pretty sad I lost because I really wanted to fight Sonics in top 64. I actually would have placed the same as Shiroyuki if I actually beat a Kakakisu, but it was an honor to play against him. I did lose, and then I had to fight Shu and losers. Shu pretty much got like, she played really well against me. Inkling ZSS is a little annoying for ZSS, but I feel like ZSS is really hard to hit as well. Also as vice versa with Inkling, so yeah. But she did beat B3-1, and she made it to top 64 loser side. That is pretty much my run.
Yeah, Shu, she's one of my favorite ZSS players. She's really good. So yeah, it's hard. I can see why it's hard. There's a couple things. So the last kill on stream against Akiki Kusu.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah, I seen it in person. I was like I was upset. I was upset at Sakurai, dude.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you guys saw it on stream, BTD and LAM. What did you guys think when you saw it?
The neutral was specifically the whole set.
Yeah. How did you?
Set?
Huh? Oh yeah.
The whole set or just
or both?
neutral
Yeah,
guy?
the whole set. How do you feel about the whole set?
I thought it was very interesting. I thought the use of dash was really good. I liked a lot of the jabs that I was seeing, especially from tools like side B. Because I remember from my experience playing Hero, grounded side B is pretty hard to contest for Inkling, I find. But Akakitsu, I saw a few times he would run aerial side B, and Colorado would just dash under it, get a free jab out of it. I thought that was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. it's pretty good if they like approach it from the air. I remember Game 5 against Beast Paul, I did that to him, and he got off stage off it. It's pretty, like, that move's, like, pretty good as an anti-air, but, like, if they, like, try to land with it, you can just run under it, if you know that it's gonna come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And,
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was just a fantastic set, really. Nail biter, game 5, last hit. Honestly, that game 5 is looking kind of grim for like the first half, but that down air you got for the second stock,
dude,
that was really nice down air.
that was
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that. That was beautiful.
Yeah, I was down 3 stocks to 1, but I brought it back.
Yeah, I remember. I was like, me and my girlfriend were standing right next to each other, and then I kept telling her, I was like, "He's still in this. He's still in this. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry." Because she was like, getting all sad, and then he hit that down there, and we are both like jumping, like, "What?" It was crazy.
For real.
Yeah, for some reason, like, I'm always losing my game 5, and I usually make a comeback, but I usually want to lose. Like, I remember against my doorstop set, I was also down 3 stocks to 1, and I still won the set. It's pretty funny how that goes.
Damn. Your rock looks set as well. You got the double down air spike. I remember, like back at what training was that? Like a couple years ago.
I make a lot of comebacks. It's kind of funny because a lot of people think Inkling's not that good of a comeback character, but I always do that, and that's pretty much how I win. So
yeah, basically.
It's interesting. Your use of down air, I don't typically see it because I kind of write it off as a tool that I only use. I don't really use it off stage because it's so laggy, so much end lag. But I'm curious. Do you mostly have them scouted out, or is it sort of like a feel-based thing, or are you reacting to exactly where they're landing? Like, how are you finding these down airs?
I mean, right there, I just thought he was gonna like jump into it. I was just confident it was gonna hit there. So I'm like, and I was down a lot, and I had to like make a play. So I'm like, I have to go for this, otherwise I'll probably lose the set. And it worked out, luckily for me.
Before day 2, actually, I wanted to mention, we were able to set up friendlies against Skill for Colorado, which, if you guys don't know, Skill is the best hero in SoCal. He's great hero, great guy. So I think that, well, I don't want to speak for Colorado. I'll let him speak right now, but I think that probably helped him a ton against not only Beast Paul, but Akiki Kusu too, whatever his name is. It's so hard to say. But do you think that helped you a lot, Colorado, or did you think you kind of already like had an idea of what to do?
Yeah, I pretty much had an idea what to do against Hero, but playing against him really helped me out, like, how to execute my game plan better.
Mm-hmm.
Because after, like, well, obviously I had to warm up the matchup and stuff. So I think playing him in, like, a general was good for me, like, for pre-back and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, oh, did you want to say something?
I was just gonna say, because I'm watching through this set again right now. Something that I didn't notice is that Hero really doesn't have very like ambiguous shield pressure other than the jab, and he was getting so much value off it with like timing mix-ups and stuff like that because it's a multi-hit.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
Yeah, I think his only like good way of like doing anything on shield because his aerials are really slow and reactable. That's like his jab's like his good mix-up. You could just dash grab his aerials and stuff. It's really easy if you react. But the hero has to be really good with it and like how ambiguous it had to be in neutral. But it's tough for him, in my opinion.
So after you kind of you lost and you're out of bracket, what did you want to do at Genesis? Did you want to like hang out with friends? I know we hung out, but like was your main plan like just getting money matches or improving, doing a lot of friendlies, or kind of just wanting to relax and like hang out?
I don't know. I was just thinking like after I lost, like I didn't really care that I lost a shoe. I was just mad about the Kaboob kill that Kakakizu got on me.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do at the point.
Yeah.
After wrapping it out, I was like, I just timed it really, really early, like wrong. And I think at the end I did it wrong too, but like it would have been fine if I just timed it better there. Because I remember I fought Beefmo Paul like the first time I played him. I actually lost a game to him because of the movement ledge, and I didn't neutral get up. I just did like a trap air dodge, and it caught me. It like sucked me in. But I feel like if I get in that situation again, I'll have a lot better chance of getting past it. It's not that hard at the time. You just got to be like ready for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, at majors, I was thinking about, dang man, I just want to do better. I don't know.
No, I feel you. That's me too all the time, every tournament. But soon,
I
bro.
actually have a question for both Banter and Colorado, if you guys don't mind. I was just wondering, because we talked about, or Banter talked briefly about C8 getting a little bit of practice in before the hero sets with skill. So I'm just curious more on your guys' process for preparing for these major tournaments. Like, do you guys practice a lot beforehand, or do you find that maybe it's better to reel back a little bit and not play so much before the big day?
Do you want to?
I don't know. I feel like I remember like the day before my bracket, I just played a bunch of offline because I don't really play offline that much at home anymore because I'm just more busy nowadays. But yeah, I have to play a lot offline before I have to play a set. And like I remember, like right before my round 1 pool, I played with like a pretty good Falcon, and that woke me up a lot for bracket.
Before a major, I like to look at because they seed it a couple days before. I like to see my path, see the characters I go against, and I kind of prepare like that. Like, okay, because Inkling is one of those characters where like you can't really play the same against every character. You have to like play certain ways against Game Watch, play certain ways against Raw, play certain ways against like Sonic, stuff like that. So I like to see who I'm up against, and then after that I usually ask, because I have a good amount of people here in SoCal that play a good amount of characters. So I usually ask a friend that like if they could help me practice and stuff like that. So I aim to play the characters that I'm gonna play in bracket. So like as I said, I played an Inkling, and then I asked a good friend of mine, Banana Mage, you guys know him. I asked him for friendlies, and I made sure to play a lot with Colorado too before the bracket, before the set.
Yeah.
Other than that, I just make sure I like just go in training mode, make sure my booyahs are on point. That's really the main thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just playing the characters that I plan to play like in my sets, and just like going in training mode, practicing my booyahs is the two main things before a major for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think for me, another thing I did before Jan is actually watch my sets against Beefmo Paul. I like to study like what I did wrong the first set. I remember like game 5 of that set, I was missing a lot of edge guards. So what I did in my set at Genesis is that I just resetted and I just scattered them out, and I actually won the set off an edge guard, so that's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I clearly remember that edge guard to seal it. It
Yeah,
was
that was
pretty.
great.
Yeah, and then just seeing Beast Paul kind of slam his hand on the table it's pretty funny, but cool nonetheless. What's your next major, Colin, Colorado? What do you plan on doing?
I'm planning on going to a Level Up Expo.
We got a room, bro.
Yep. I'm not going to Collision because I'm like, it's probably too late.
Mm-hmm.
And my this is like a bit of a job, but my airline doesn't like fly to the 2 airports that are close to the venue. There's like one I went to last year, but it was like 40 minutes. The airport was like 40 minutes away from the hotel, so I'm like, I don't know. I probably could have made it work, but I just didn't decide to go and probably saved some money. You know.
Okay, hear me out. So, I don't know if you guys know, but I'm starting to run a monthly in SoCal, and my friend is probably gonna run it in April. It's the last Sunday of every month. So, if you want to try to make it to the monthly right after Level Up XO in SoCal. You can play some SoCal players. Just let me know, Colin.
You said it was the Sunday after Level Up, like during Level Up Expo,
I
like
think
after.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
We could try. We could
Hey,
try.
you could set up like a donation goal or something on your Twitch channel or something. I think people would contribute to the cause.
Dude,
I believe.
Maybe I might do that. I usually go anyway.
we could definitely help you set that up too.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so Level Up XO is your next one.
Yeah.
What do you have any goals for that one, or you just want to try the best you can?
I guess try the best I can. I just want to play at major. Just a lot of fun playing offline and not play online all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I'll try my best there and see what happens. Try to push Inkling to the best that you can do.
Yeah,
How
that's
stacked
what.
is Level Up Expo typically? Like, how stacked are the brackets?
It was stacked last year. That's why I want to go this year. It's kind of like why I went to Collision last year because it was stacked the year before. I remember like in 2022 it wasn't that stacked, but last year it was pretty stacked. And like Light and Tweak went.
Yeah, I think Light won last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
But yeah, we're all, as you I'm sure you know, we all like a whole bunch of Inklings just are constantly supporting you, dude. We want you to make top 8 at every major, so we're all like cheering you on. Yeah, it's hard. It's with the Inkling. Oh my god. But
I want to do something. Shit.
For real.
I actually had a question for Colorado. So, for me, when I play in like longer tournaments, there are some characters that really burn me out more than others. Are there any characters in particular that you find either particularly like exhausting or draining to play, even if it's not a bad matchup? Or are there any characters that are like pretty safe, like, simple game plan that's you'd rather fight?
Yeah, I don't know. I really felt that. I didn't really feel that about Inkling until like recently. I remember I went to a monthly in my region. It was called like Smash Out, and I lost to like Ploopy and Death Spade, both of them like back to back in 5, and I was like, this is really hard for me to keep up. It was Game Watch and Bayonetta. It was like really like this is so hard to keep up. I felt like I was just like behind like the meta and stuff like that, but like it was just hard to like keep up for me. It kind of relates to me like burnout and stuff, but I feel like they're also out of practice because I haven't been going to that many tournaments back then. But in a way, I felt a little burnt out. It can't. I feel like a lot of Inklings can feel burnt out after playing like a long matchup, like Game Watch and stuff like that. Because I do feel like Game Watch can be exhausting to play. Because I used to play it a lot in my region. Globo used to be in my region. I don't know if you guys know him, but he doesn't live in my region anymore. And but I got a lot of Game Watch practice, and I still lost anyway. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that.
Interesting. And Alea and BTD, what's your guys' next major, dude?
Oh damn, bro. I don't really go to majors that much, to be honest. If I were to go, it would probably be to like a SoCal major, just because of proximity. Because I live in Arizona, right? I mean, SoCal is probably the closest place that has majors.
Yeah.
That I would go to. So I mean, who knows? Maybe one day I might show up to one of those. But more locally, there is a qualifier tournament because my university does a summit every year with like all the players from the university, like all the really good players. And so there's a qualifier for that tomorrow, actually. So I've just been grinding really hard recently, trying to do my best for tomorrow's tournament. We'll see how that goes.
Good luck with that, dude.
Thanks, appreciate it.
What about you, Alea?
As for me, they're all so far away. There used to be Shine, which would happen in Massachusetts, which was great. I went to that, but that ended. So I guess I just gotta kind of look for more stuff, maybe in the Maryland area, because I know Pound was in that area, but I think Pound's over too. But I have a regional lined up later. Oh no, it's not a regional. It's called the Arcadian. It's basically all non-PR players are allowed to play.
Hmm.
So it's for like new players to kind of make a name for themselves and stuff like that. I kind of like it. And I know that Mars, he like from whenever I started playing, which was well when I started playing in offline brackets, which was around right after COVID, post COVID, like 2021 ish. Mars was nowhere to be found, but he's starting to show up to stuff again, which is kind of exciting. So I think I'm gonna be hunting down some regionals that he's at, just so I can maybe get a chance to play, maybe get a chance to watch. It's always fun. Light's also in the area, so
Oh yeah.
there's definitely a good chance to get some good games in.
Hmm.
But as for like majors and stuff like that, I just don't think there's anything going on in my area. But I'm, you know, I'm open to the idea of traveling out again,
Yeah.
seeing what's up. They're always fun.
Yeah. Same. So as for me, I plan on going to Level Up Expo too, with Colorado. It's like a right now like a 30% chance, but I'm also might go because I actually recently got a very small sponsor. It's like a small team based in my sub region. Um, so they might help me. I'm planning on going to Gateway Legends in St. Louis, Colorado's region, but it's like a 30% chance. We'll see. It depends how busy I am. But yeah, but Level Up Expo is like a 99% chance that I would go. And then
Yeah.
yeah, BTD. You say if you ever come to SoCal, dude, I could show you around.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
It'll be really
Like
cool.
I normally watch like the GLS tournaments every Friday,
Oh, do
and
you?
I mean, yeah, cause I'm primarily a Meta Knight player, or like that's my original main. And I mean, I'm sure as you know, I mean, SoCal is land of the Meta Knights, right? You got
Yeah.
Jason,
You know Alvis?
Elvis,
He went to
AC.
yeah. Alvis actually went to my first monthly that I hosted this
Oh,
past
really?
Sunday. Yeah, he
Nice.
got second. He got second.
Oh, let's go. Who do you lose to, if you don't
Marco,
mind me asking?
Marvelous
Oh,
Marco.
Toonley. Yeah,
Yeah.
that name rings. I am familiar with that.
Hmm.
But yeah, like I mean, just like the vibe I get from watching SoCal tournaments, like it's so hype, dude. Like I would love to go over there
Dude,
one
it'd
of
be
these
great.
days.
Yeah, it's a small world. Had no idea you. I'm actually going to this GLS this Friday, so that's
Oh,
really cool.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to tune in for that. Hopefully, you get streamed.
Yeah. Hopefully. So yeah. Any closing thoughts for Colorado? Any closing thoughts for you?
I just want to prove everyone wrong. And Inkling isn't a mid tier that everybody says. It's pretty
Yeah,
funny.
dude.
It's funny to joke about, but like, she isn't, and I'll try to prove it.
We're all behind you to support. I really like how much you're willing to learn for Inkling and how much um you bring a lot of inspiration for us. Let's just say that. And
Yeah.
like you're the reason why we all keep grinding, bro.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely.
And any closing thoughts for you guys, Alea and BTD, before we head out?
Yeah, I guess I did have one more question for Colorado before you head out. So, at what point do you think? How do I phrase this? At what point in the meta do you think Inkling can become like can realistically be solo viable? Like, is there any world where is there any matchups or anything like that that you find completely unwinnable, or do you think that Inkling can pretty much beat any character in the game?
I don't know like any matchups that off the top of my head that are unwinnable. I feel like Inkling can win any matchup if you're good enough. she's like you can solo main them, but it's like some matchups are like harder for Rogue than others, like Rob and Pac-Man. I get used to secondary Aegis. Like I remember back in 2022 I did that. I had some successes and I just didn't want to play them anymore. But yeah, you can. Hey, I think it's fine to use Inkling just solo. That's what I do, and I had decent success doing it. I haven't gone to that many tournaments, but I feel like you can win any matchup with Inkling. Um, I don't know if I answered your question good enough, but yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Do you have any questions, BTD?
Yeah, I guess I have one. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but there's been like this new quote unquote tech that has come out recently for Inkling, the like aerial roller stuff or whatever.
Oh,
like,
Nair
what are your
roller.
thoughts on that? Because it does seem kind of niche, but especially on like small battlefield, I know you can get basically like a no impact landing off of roller jump, and it converts into some pretty nice setups. So I'm just curious on your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I feel like the combos it combos off of there and nair, but it's like you gotta know that nair is gonna hit to actually go for the combo. If you're not confident that it's not gonna work, then it won't work. You have to be like confident that it's gonna hit. And I feel like the combo, you have to like learn how people DI a roller because it's like a lot harder to DI out. You can get like a 4 there. It does a lot of damage anyway. It does like 40 if you get all the hits. And then nair backer of DI in, it does like 50. I was actually practicing that combo like before I got on here, but yeah, it's an interesting combo. I'm probably gonna look into it because I actually like doing damage in this game, and it's good because I usually do a lot of damage off of platforms, and I feel like it'll make Inkling a lot stronger on like flatter stages like FD and Carlos and stuff like that. So I feel like I'm not too sure how I feel about it because like again, you got to be good at like landing it, but yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
From what I've tried to implement it in some of my latest brackets. What I find about the Nair is that if you can find the Nair as a whiff punish, it's a really good opening. But that's not always going to happen, and you can leave yourself open to being parried because you have to get a very specific hit of Nair. But that's where you can do landing up air as a mix-up. That's what I like to do if I'm trying to get around parries. That and splatter shot, but it's kind of specific. But I think for the most part, people are going to be finding it through whiff punishes. And as for the no impact land on the platform, I like doing that to set up. It's kind of gimmicky. It's kind of something I'm still messing around with. Because I'm really invested in using roller for mobility, and that's something that I, as a player, am kind of working on. But you can use it to get some nice setups for your splat bomb, for like ledge traps and stuff like that. So if you want to put a little charge on your splat bomb, you can set up a roller zone in that center stage area, kind of just past roll get up distance. Set up a little splat bomb. And then you're staying on that platform, you can threaten the lingering fair to catch a whole bunch of options, or you can just drop down, you can turn around, set up backers and stuff like that. So I think it can be really useful for just general mobility and setups. So I'm a big fan of it.
Yeah, for me, like the best way that I found using it would be is off of F throw, especially on fast fallers, because it forces a tech situation, especially if they're holding out. And if they do like a neutral tech, then it basically confirms into the aerial roller, and then you can get, all of your combos off of that. I actually labbed out a 0 to 90 earlier today off of F throw on DI out. I might post it into the Inkling Discord later today, but it's a pretty nice. I think F throw is probably the most realistic way you're gonna land those types of combos at low percents. Because you're right, Nair is kind of hard to react to get the roller, and it is a bit positioning dependent. So, in my opinion, I think F throw is like the best way to get the aerial roller, in my opinion.
Interesting. Yeah, post that whenever you can. That's
yeah, for
really
sure.
interesting.
I got you.
Yeah, I guess since they ask questions, I guess I have one too. I have two questions for Colorado. So the first one is, uh, what is like currently the thing that you're trying to improve on? Whether it's like tech, a certain tech, or like new, like something in neutral, or just matchups in general. And the second question is for low level and mid level inklings, what do you advise them on working on the most? Like, what's the biggest thing that they should keep improving and keep practicing on to get to your level?
Yeah. I think I just have to work on. I was just honestly practicing my combos just to struggle the mode, but I just gotta like do that. I don't really have anything specific I'm working on. I guess the roller stuff I'm working on, like how to like get damage off my neutral directions. I've been studying neutral like a lot because my neutral is just reactionary play, but I'm just learning how to like poke and like overshoot and stuff. And I've said out a lot of my meta lessons as well, and I just studied neutral a lot from there. And for like a lot of inklings that are lower level than me, just apply that stuff like overshooting and like poking. I think it's really important, and you gotta like be confident with your advantage state. Like you gotta like be in your opponent's head more whenever you get a hit on them. That's like the main thing.
Interesting, interesting. Keep that in mind, everybody listening to the podcast. But yeah,
Write that down. Write that down.
write that. um, yeah, thank you to Colorado for joining the InkPod podcast.
Oh wait. I saw before the stream crashed. I did see a question from the chat. Do we want to read it?
Oh yeah. Well, what did they say?
So they said Smash 6 is dropping in a year. Would you guys be content with how Inklings performed during the lifespan of Alt? Would it get better or worse? And would it get better or worse in the next year? So are we happy with how Inkling's done throughout Alt? Do we think it's gonna get better or worse in the coming year?
Um,
I'm not
I
that happy
I'm
right now. I'm trying to make it better.
yeah. To be fair, I'm not too happy with how Inkling has performed in the beginning. Well, sure with Cosmos, but I just wish Cosmos never dropped her, man. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's Inklings are definitely going in the right direction with Genesis. Um, so I'm excited. I'm obviously gonna be an Inkling main in Smash Six. Just I'm having way too much fun with her. But I'm excited with how they how good they make her in that Smash. Yeah. What about you guys?
I'll
I
play
think.
Inkling. Go ahead.
My bad. You go.
Honestly, if Inkling's in the next, well, she's gonna be in the next match game. That's obvious. But if she's really good, I'll play her. But I might play somebody else in the next game just to like switch it up because I mean it'd be really hard to not play her because that's what I'm known for is Inkling. But I might try a lot of characters in the next game. I want to see because I feel like I want to test my skills out because Inkling, she's a good character, but I don't think she's good enough to like consistently top 8 stuff or like win majors. I want to play like I always wanted to play like a top tier like Fox or like Sonic and stuff like that. But in this game, I actually want to push Inkling more. But like in an alternate universe, I would actually like try to like see how well I would do with another character in the next Smash game at least. But yeah, that was my answer, I guess.
I honestly just want to see an alternate moveset for Inkling because, I mean, if you look at the games, there's so much potential for, like, I mean, like, different guns. Like, I think Umbrella would be really cool. As, like, a special or something. Like, you just hide behind it as a shield and can attack, whatever. But I think a rework would be nice. But yeah, I mean, in this game, they had obviously a good run at the start. And then they've fallen off quite a bit since then, but I think Banter was right in saying that Genesis is kind of like a pivotal tournament for the Inkling player base. Shiryuki doing really well, Colorado almost doing just as well. It all came down to really just a neutral getup in that Game 5 scenario. But
Yep.
yeah, I mean, I'm pretty optimistic about the next few years for Inkling in this game.
Yeah, I think I agree. We had a good start with Cosmos and stuff like that, but I see no reason why we should have dropped off the way we did. I genuinely have no idea, especially since we beat practically every DLC character, especially all the meta relevant ones except for Steve, but nobody
Mm-hmm.
really beat Steve. So I think that if the meta keeps getting refined into these higher level characters, more top tiers are showing up, I think that's only going to buff Inkling over time because we do so well against so many of them.
Mm.
Interesting take. Interesting take. Let us know what you guys think about Inkling in the future. Are you guys happy with Inkling? But yeah, that concludes episode 2 of InkPod. Thank you, Colorado, for coming on. We'll be sure to link your stuff in the bio. Be sure to hit him up on Metafy, guys. If you want to be one of the best Inklings, trust me, hitting him up on Metafy is the way to go.
For sure.
Yeah, trust. But yeah, that concludes InkPod. Thank you, again, Colorado, for coming on.
Not a problem.
Um,
Thanks for having me.
yeah, of course. Do you wanna? Let's give this to BTD. Do you wanna
Yeah, I'll
close?
close
You
this
wanna
out.
close out the podcast?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to extend my gratitude for Colorado coming on the podcast. I'm a pretty frequent viewer in his Twitch streams, and I mean, he's just a really big inspiration for me, honestly. Like, outside of him, it's really just Hiroyuki. So, I mean, it's good to have a good Inkling representative to look at VODs from and study and learn from. So, thank you for coming on the podcast. It's been a pleasure.
True. No problem.
But yeah, that concludes it. We'll see you guys next time for
Peace.
InkPod episode 3.
GG's.
Peace.